Hi, guys, it's Lindsay. This is your new moon in Scorpio message. The theme around this new moon is adaptability and the freedom to change. Adaptability, adapting to being without, being without a noun. This new moon, you are learning to adapt to being without a person, a place, a thing, or an idea. This new moon, you have the freedom to change, the freedom to choose, and to remember that not making a choice is making a choice. I'm sorry. Remember that no action is making a choice. No action is a choice. There is a momentous energy moving right now, and it has been moving since the 1111 portal. We will be in this energy through November 22nd. The portal closes November 23rd. For some of you, there is a resistance to the change. There is reluctance to adapt to being without said person, place, thing, or idea. The thought of being without, for some, is nausea inducing. For some, it is anxiety inducing. For some of you, you cannot fathom being without whatever this is. You know better than I do. It's different for all of you. There's a need for detachment here, a need to let go, surrender to the void, surrender to the divine. Things don't feel like they are going as they should, or they feel like they're moving a lot slower than what you would like, than you had expected, perhaps. But we're not on our time, are we? We are on God's time. Everything happens in divine timing, and everything is happening as it should. Everything has been happening as it should, just not in the way that you expect. And you know now that the timeline that you have been on, this timeline of reception, you are receiving something here. It's been a long time coming, and it has been slow to come, but you were not ready for this freedom. You were not ready to adapt. And it's like you are, but you aren't. You are resisting your own change. You are resisting your own desires and what you have been manifesting, praying for. Nine of Cups here. Fulfillment, satisfaction, the green light. You guys know what the green light is? It's in reference to the Leonardo DiCaprio movie, The Great Gatsby. The green light shone across the bay to Gatsby's house. from Daisy's house. And every time Gatsby would look out across the bay and see that green light shine, he would reach out towards it as if grasping for Daisy, his one true love. Swim across the bay, bro. Swim across it. You don't have to reach out for anything anymore. It's already there, it's in front of you. Like legit for Gatsby, Daisy was right there across the bay. But you are resisting the freedom to grasp at this. I'm seeing tadpoles and how tadpoles grow and adapt to being on life, adapt to life being on land. They grow limbs, feet, frogs' legs. Yummy. You may think a frog has no choice but to adapt. Why? As long as there's water, it can just stay a tadpole and swim. Why must a tadpole adapt to life being on land? Because of just that, it grows, it expands, it evolves, because that's exactly what we are meant to do. We are meant to expand and grow and evolve. Adapt to the change when you have no choice. You feel like you don't have a choice in something. You don't. This is something that is outside of your control. The change is outside of your control because the change is necessary. You manifested and prayed for growth, and now you must adapt to it. It's like putting a growing flower into a bigger pot. The roots are going to spindle out slowly and feel around and see where it's at. If you've ever seen a time lapse of a growing plant, its leaves actually reach out and feel around the rim of the pot to see how much room the other leaves have to grow. It was the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life. Please do check it out. You can find time lapses of plants growing on YouTube, but you can literally see the leaves feeling their way, seeing, okay, we got this much room to grow. And it's like after those initial leaves feel around and get an idea of what they're working with, the leaves that come after know, it's like they know exactly what to do, how far up and how far out to grow. It's so cool. Anyway, check it out. What else about this spirit? What about what else about this message for freedom to change and adaptability? What else do we need to know? We don't have to rush. That's it right there. That's the message. That's the message. There is a sense of being hurried, being rushed along, almost like you're cooking dinner for yourself and others, and it's 2 p.m., you are preparing a 30-minute meal, and you told everybody that dinner is at 7 p.m. You started cooking at 2 p.m. because you feel like you didn't have enough time. You felt rushed, hurried. Plan accordingly. Message, but don't overplan and don't overthink. Everything is aligned as it should be. We are always in the right place at the right time. And so you are. Let go and let flow. Let it wash over you. That is how you adapt, by letting it wash over you and figuring it out later. Shoot first, ask questions later, because you're already here and in the now, exactly where you're supposed to be. Hands up, thumbs in, and stay steady. Enjoy where you are at. It doesn't have to be rush, rush, rush to the next thing. The next thing is not here yet. You haven't even settled into this, and you're already trying to rush and hurry, causing yourself unnecessary anxiety, nervousness, jitters for what's to come or how you need to move next. You need to get settled here first. You need to be still here in the now first. You need to know how to operate right now. Learn how to operate. I mean, this is freedom here. Freedom. Freedom to go into which and every direction you so do desire. It's almost like you're at a crossroads, like out in the Wild West, and you're at like a pit stop. Go visit the saloon. This feels like gold rush energy, the California gold rush. Like, not everybody grabbed their wagons and their children's up and beelined it out west. They made stops along the way. And this is just another stop that you need to get acquainted with. Go visit the saloon. Go visit the brothel. Go shopping. Explore this little western town that your wagon rode up in. Whatever. Interesting metaphor. Whatever. The next will come. The next will play out. It's like being in a video game and there's gray areas of the map, okay? The gray areas have not been opened up to you yet, so we're not going to worry about those. We're going to be here in the now, and we're going to stay present, and we're going to learn how this present operates. We are gaining tools here in this now, tools to take on the next step. It's kind of like going back to cooking for yourself and folks. dinner served at 7 p.m. It's like you're baking something, but you haven't preheated the oven yet. Okay, let the oven preheat before you throw your meal in there, or it's not going to turn out right. Let them cook. Anywho, that's your new moon message. I pray it resonated with you. Until next time, please do remember that God loves you, and so do I.